Hey guys, in this video I'm going to cover how you fix the low programming voltage error, specifically around the 4.3, 4.2, 4.4 volt range, at least in my case, on a 02 to 05 WRX, and how to use a TACTRIX clone cable for $80 on Amazon to read, log, and flash. That's right, read, log, and flash a 16-bit ECU. So not only the 32-bit ECU, but the 16-bit as well. All right, so what I'm going to cover here first is the programming voltage issue I ran into when using this cable. I've seen in the forums that it also comes up even with the genuine TACTRIX 1.3U or 2.0 access port cables in this specific model. So with the 2005 WRX, what you're going to have up underneath your steering column here are these green connectors, the green programming initialization connectors that need to be connected together in order to write to the ECU, as well as a 5 or 6 pin, depending on how you count, white/clear initialization connector there. So at first, I didn't know that even needed to be plugged in. But online, you're going to see stuff that is made by Cobb. MIG Tuning has one, and it looks something like this, and it is just a jumper. It jumps the vertical cables on both ends of the connector to each other in order to connect the circuit to put the ECU in write mode, to give the proper voltage in the right spots to write to the ECU. So here's the thing, and by the way, side note, you can leave those jumpers connected and drive, and that's fine. But for me, jumping the cable to itself did not work. So what I was instructed to do by some members on a forum, which I think the instructional information right now, if you go look it up and you don't have very good wiring background or knowledge on wiring in cars, it can be kind of confusing. And of course you want to make sure you're not frying anything. And so obviously I want to disclose the fact that I'm a complete noob, and no, this wire should probably have a fuse in it. It does not have a fuse in it. I don't really care. The car was $1,500. This isn't a $60,000 front mount intercooler rotated turbo crazy fucking Subaru build. This is a piece of shit. So what you're going to do is you're going to run this cable from any one of your fuses, really. That isn't too important. You know, I just chose the rear wiper because it's way in the back of the car and it's kind of lame. So I multimetered this, but it's the lower bit that has a 12 volts. And then I ran these two to the left side. So I'm going to show a picture now of the two that you run this into. But instead of a jumper loop going in, you run 12 volts to both. That fixes your low power, low programming voltage error and bumps it up to whatever voltage your battery is, or within a couple volts of that. So guys, here's a little illustration for that white initialization connector. I thought it'd be a little easier to track here because it's dark under the car and I'm lazy. But this right side, looking at the face of the connector with the clip on the top, I don't know what the clip's actually for because it doesn't plug into anything anyways, besides the like aftermarket shit. But this gets jumped to itself with like, I don't know, it's probably 12 gauge wire, or you can do it with a paper clip, no issues there. It's not a crazy amount of shit flowing through it, I don't think. And then this is where it comes from your fuse box, running 12 volts into both, not one, both. So I just put a little shrink connector in my wire and then tucked both tails of two little segments in there and crimped it, and then just checked for continuity and plugged that in. So yes, I'm recording the screen on my computer. No, I don't give a shit. Here is the protocol for getting the TACTRIX 2.0 clone from washinglee on Amazon to work on a 16-bit ECU. I don't know why this works. All I know is that this is what I did and it worked. And I know that in the comments of the Amazon posting, as well as the video done by this dude, this video here, right here, he couldn't get it to communicate with the 16-bit ECU. And I could. Then I ran into the low programming voltage error, and then I fixed that, and I was able to write to the ECU. So the link is in the bio for their cable. It's $80 on Amazon. As of now, I don't think it's Amazon Prime, but the shipping's pretty quick. Once you get the package, there will be a little red slip of paper for me, a little bit of cardboard, and it has a QR code to a WeChat download page that doesn't work, and I don't speak Mandarin. No, so I couldn't get it to work. But I emailed them, and they sent me a PDF, and I scrolled down till I saw Subaru, and I downloaded their drivers and their version of ecuflash, which is all in a zip file. So I unzipped that. I let the Chinese have full access of my computer because I don't keep payment information on this. But if you aren't retarded, I would do this on a virtual machine for safety purposes. I don't care. Number one thing that I think trips up other people is using the TACTRIX OEM drivers for the 2.0 cable on the washinglee clone cable. Don't do this. Use their drivers, use their version of ecuflash as well. So my exact protocol for what I did was I downloaded available version of ecuflash, the newest one. I downloaded all the drivers for that. I downloaded ROM Raider, and I was about to download the TACTRIX OEM drivers, and then I came into the whole situation of not being able to find the cable, so I didn't. I did not have the TACTRIX OEM drivers on my machine when I plugged that cable in for the first time. So if you ever have had them installed, I would do new OS or a VM to run all this stuff, because I think that's really what kills these cables, that or the ecuflash, but I don't think that's a problem. I think TACTRIX OEM drivers, you cannot have them. If you can go into regedit and get rid of them, that's good, but I would just do a virtual machine. It's good to have a virtual machine on your laptop anyways to do stupid shit like this. Number two, second most important point, do not plug the cable into your computer with your laptop connected to the internet. It will brick it. I don't know how that works. It does happen. It kills the cable instantly. GG. Don't do it. I just don't have the internet on when I plug that cable in, period, to my laptop. So yeah, so once you have all that installed, everything works smooth like a charm, like any other ecuflash tutorial video or ROM Raider tutorial, but it's all pretty simple. ecuflash is really straightforward, and with this cable, the connectivity is good. Flashing takes about 30 to 45 seconds, which is nice and fast. And yeah, everything's been going good. My tuner's been able to read my logs and send me new files to upload that have been going through fine. So thank you guys. Mopar or no car with the cat scratch, son. Yes, sir.